we're going to look at creating a contact list in Office 365. What you might call an email list or an email group, which is what can sometimes cause a little bit of confusion with this. So what I've done is I've logged into Office in a web browser. I've clicked on the 9 little dots, and you may see people in the list. If you don't see people in the list, just click on All Apps and you will find people there. You'll also, if you're in your email, you'll see that down the bottom you've got these icons, which is your mail, your calendar, your to-do list, and then people there. So you can click on there as well. It will bring you here, give you a list of any contacts that you've added. So to add a new contact list, just click on the arrow next to new contact and go for contact list. So let's just go down, because this is where some of the confusion happens. New contact is obviously just an individual contact. A new contact list is what we're going to be adding. So this is, for instance, you may have a senior leadership team at school. You may have school name SLT and put all the people's email addresses in there. You may have a list of suppliers that you email regularly, and you may put them in a list. What happens is some people choose this, which is a new group, because we used to call them email groups. So people see the word group and they go straight for that. A group in Office 365 is something completely different. If you use Teams, then Teams uses a group. But if you create a new group, it can actually lead to a few privacy issues, because by default it makes that group open, so anyone in the tenancy, which is kind of all the schools that we support, or anyone in your school can see that group and see what's going on in that group. So it's not a new group. What you want is the new contact list. So when you click on it, you just have to give your list a name. So we'll just call this SLT members. If we just click in the box, it will come with a list of regularly used email addresses. These will be people that we'll email on a regular basis. You can either just click on their name in that list if you want. Failing that, you can just type the email address in. And as you type it in, it will automatically find that person in the list, and you can click on their name and it will add them. If you want to remove them, you can just click the cross. Obviously, if you're entering an email address of something, say Google Mail, Proton Mail, Yahoo, something that's external, they won't appear in the list. For that, just type in the email address in full as it is, and then just click add, and you'll see that person's email goes into the list. Obviously, because it's not picking anything up in the list, because you're not part of the tenancy, you do need to make sure that that email address is correct. Once you're done, you can hit create, and then when you write a new email, instead of typing in all these individual names, you can just type in SLT members and it will add them all to the email.